Brent from BigCommerce. I just spent $10,000 on a new site, store. I don't have an in-house staff to do any adaptation. Would I even engage with a BigCommerce solution?
Yeah, BigCommerce is perfect for somebody who wants to be able to start a store. I mean, literally you can do it within hours using themes and designs and templates that we have 100 of them, and you can choose from one. Then you can customize, put your logo in, change colors, get the right product layout for your brand and your catalog, your category. It is the easiest thing, and we have 55,000 merchants, and they range from tens of thousands of them who are smaller brands starting e-commerce for the first time, all the way up to Fortune 100 companies who are doing brand after brand, division after division around the world. So the platform scales. It was originally designed for small, medium businesses starting out. In fact, it was originally designed in Australia. We're an American company now, but it was started in Australia with international selling fundamentally in mind, and that makes it real simple and reliable for somebody to get started, knowing that they're never going to scale beyond the platform.
Let's talk a little bit about optimizing your checkout experience for overseas consumers.
The main things are you simply want to make sure that the address formatting is appropriate for a local market. We have states in the US, but most countries don't have states. Maybe they have territories, zip code formats can be different. So you need to be able to adjust or have a flexible enough checkout that can accommodate the formats in one country versus another. That's number one. Number two is you need to make sure you have tax calculation correct. So get a service like Avalara that understands tax nuances in different places. You need to account for shipping correctly and the shipping charges. But the most important thing is payments and being able to take the payment methods that local consumers are accustomed to using.
Brent, when you're talking about payments, how do you identify the right e-payment solutions in an overseas market?
Yeah, credit cards won't cover every country. In the Netherlands, the predominant payment method is ideal. In Germany, the predominant payment methods are bank-based, like EFT, ELV. These are acronyms for various ways of pushing or pulling bank-based payments. And in both those countries, very few people have traditional credit cards that they can use. So, first piece of advice is if you take a continent like Europe, find a payment provider like Adyen, who is the market leader there that supports all the payment methods around Europe. And you can actually have a checkout in a store using BigCommerce that will show any of the relevant payment methods for the country that a buyer is coming from. So the buyer will start, you'll cookie them or you'll determine what country they're in and dynamically feed up the right payment methods for that country. Not many solution providers can give you that. So if Europe's going to be big for you, the advice is to use someone like Adyen. Adyen, by the way, also supports major payment methods all around the world. So major payment methods in Australia, in South America. It is a great option. And the other thing, which is a wonderful catch-all, if all you do is have a payment provider from the United States, but you want to be able to make sure you can take payments in lots of other countries around the world, add PayPal. Because PayPal has country-specific capabilities in all the major markets, and e-commerce buyers are long accustomed to encountering checkouts that only take credit card and PayPal. And so if they don't have a credit card, PayPal is how you use it. I mean, with PayPal, they'll take China Union Pay from China. They'll take JCB cards from Japan. They'll take bank-based payments in Australia, in the UK, in Germany, in the Netherlands, right? So PayPal is the catch-all for all those other methods if you're trying to keep your life simple and just want a one payment gateway for around the world to take credit cards and another way to cover nearly all the other bases. But if you want to get fancy, you go to somebody like Adyen that will let you configure it by country.
Can I migrate all of my content from my existing e-commerce store onto BigCommerce?
Yes. If you have an existing e-commerce store, we have an in-house staff that specializes in the scripts that take data from your existing store and port it into BigCommerce. So we've done, I think we've estimated more than 20,000 data migrations from platforms like Magento and Yahoo stores and Shopify and 100 other different cards.
Brent, pop quiz, what was the last thing you bought online?
Last thing I bought online was a big Agnes 8-person tent because my family is going camping, and my wife told me that our 3-person tent was way too small, and 2-person tent. So anyway, we can even bring the dog with that, and I bought it from Campman, which is a BigCommerce retailer out of Sandy, Utah. I was delighted to see, because most of the stores in the US were sold out of that product, but a BigCommerce merchant had it.
Okay.
Love to give them the business. Campman.com.
Okay, great. If you could hire one superhero for your company, what superpower would they have?
Big time merchandise sales. Like if Superman. I bet there are a lot of Superman merchandise sales around the world. I want Superman to own the license to his goods, set up a Superman.com store, translate it into every language and market where Superman is known and popular, and sell the daylight out of...
Wow. So you're the superhero that will actually help Superman sell more product.
Big time. We're perfect for Superman, Batman. If you're a superhero,
okay,
we can create a good store for you.
All right. Thank you very much, Brent.
My pleasure.